Hey Postables, you're listening to Deliver Me a Podcast, brought to you by Casey, Jess, and Cami.
A special thanks to James Jandrish for letting us use the music on our show.
Now, sit back, relax, grab a Yoo-Hoo and a stamp collection, and here we go.
Welcome back, Postables, and happy 50th!
It's our 50th episode!
The big 5-0, we've made it a whole year together.
Yes!
I know, it's been so crazy. I mean, no, technically it's been like a year and a few weeks because we kind of missed our own anniversary back in March.
Yes, but this is the celebration, Casey. This is the celebration of our 50th episode and our 1-year anniversary. It counts.
True. And we even have our little Postable shirts on.
Yes.
Oh, and if you're listening to this, mine says, "Oh, happy day."
Yeah,
And
if you're
mine
listening, just go on video because we're going to have a ton of fun today. So
It's
you're not
true.
going to want to miss it.
That is true.
And mine says, I don't want a nice lady, I want you. And yours is the mailbox grill, right, Jess?
No, mine's just the special Postables one I got
Oh,
when I
what
met
a
them in
family,
Florida.
right.
When I met my first round of Postables in Florida.
Oh,
man.
Man. If only you guys can just come to Florida like you did 2 years ago, Jess. I mean, we could have like
I know.
That would be amazing if we could do this in person, but you know,
Someday, trust
someday.
the timing. I think someday it'll
Someday.
happen for us.
That's the
too.
timing. Just like the new Postables movie that Eric teased on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my-
Eric
that-
stirring
oh,
the pot.
oh, Mr. Stir the Pot. He's been taking lessons from Brian Bird.
So, well, do you guys want to head into our episode? I mean,
Yeah, let's dive in.
all the episodes, all the movies, we've talked to all the actors just about. So, I mean, what's left then to talk about our favorite moments, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. We're gonna talk about some of our highlights from the show, starting with our letter stories.
Yeah, because the letter stories are different from our favorite movies sometimes. So we're gonna focus in on the letter stories.
Yeah. Okay. So I think I could go first.
Yeah, go.
Oh, wait,
Another
Casey.
story
oh,
that
shoot.
I
I
really
think
love.
Hey, Casey, hold on, we got a problem.
I'm getting the little notification. My connect.
Jess.
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 Oh, shoot.
Jess. Maybe you need to go. Oh,
Oh, crud, we lost her. Okay.
we're gonna have to wait until she comes back.
Yeah, we'll do something.
Okay. So.
Oh.
Wait, can you hear me?
Oh shoot. Oh, okay. I don't know what's going on. I lost my video.
Let me go grab my phone and then let me see what's going on.
Can you hear me?
Cammy?
Can you hear me?
Hold on. I'm gonna have to. Let me just look at this real quick. Hold on, 1 second.
I'm gonna leave and come back, Casey.
Okay, that's fine. Let me just see if I can get this all fixed over here. Oh no. Oh goodness. Okay, I'm gonna have to message them and see what's going on here. Let me see if I can call them. Ready. 1, 2, 3. Happy 50th! Oh my goodness.
We are so psyched to be able to be in the same room together. It's so much fun.
I mean, who would have thought?
Trust
a year
the
ago.
timing. Yeah.
Trust the timing. Yeah.
And I came prepared. Oh, Jamie's got the tissues. I think she's gonna need them.
Yeah, probably. Yes.
Okay, So, Postables, you will appreciate this. When I took off from the Dallas airport, and literally when we were flying, when we took off, the first words that entered my head were "Dear Oliver." When we took off and flew into the clouds,
It all comes back to SST.
It does. Oh goodness.
Here you go.
Lay down there as my hat falls off. Oh man, I never thought that we would actually be sitting in the same room together doing a podcast. So
I wouldn't have either.
this is going to be something, guys. Something.
If we can all quit laughing at our glee.
And all our bloopers, like
Oh, my
my
goodness.
cat over here. There we go.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay. She's got it.
Okay. So for our 50th episode, almost the 50th anniversary.
Wow.
Started along.
It's our first anniversary. First anniversary.
50th anniversary. Oliver and Shane and Rita and Norman will be in the McInerney Home for Postal Workers.
There you go.
See. Got it. Got it. But we are thinking about talking about our favorite letter stories. So
Among other things.
yeah, well, we gotta save some for, other things that we do in Florida. So
Yes, this episode's going to be in two parts. Part one, we're going to talk about our top 3 letter stories and a little walk down memory lane of Deliver Me a Podcast. And then part 2 is going to be all of our shenanigans in Florida.
shenanigans. Okay, cool. So who wants to go first?
I'll take it away.
Go.
Beyond bold, unlike Norman. All right. Okay. 3. So for my number 3, it was a toss-up between Dark of Night and To the Altar, but I did settle with Dark of Night because it's just such a powerful, powerful story. I mean, it's very emotionally heavy and a dark theme and topic, but the message of hope and forgiveness after such an event is just such an inspiration. And Martha handles the topic so delicately in that letter story. And so I put that as my number 3.
Very good. Very good. So I have problems with decisions. So I had a little matrix to help me out. I had several categories. I feel like somebody I don't know, Oliver maybe would appreciate the organization.
Oh, he so would.
I mean,
Absolutely.
So I have a ranking system here. First category, did I connect with the story characters? Let me start that over again. Okay, I have several categories here and I rank them 1 through 5 and then I average them out and then I
Go
made
get a
them
snack
go.
and come back.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing though, like they're all so good and so this is going to help me. But
It's true.
Here are the categories. Did I connect with the story or the characters? Did I cry? Was the letter journey interesting? Was it memorable? And the uniqueness of it. So 1 being it wasn't as blank, 5 being like amazing, right? So my top 3 got 20 points and they're tied. It's The Treasure Box and To Whom It May Concern. So beautiful, guys.
Wait a minute, on the box, what are you doing with the tissues?
That's true. Hand them over. But the treasure. But the treasure box, I just love like Shane and Oliver reading these letters to each other, and then it turns out that the owners were not who they thought they were. So that was really fun. And then the To Whom It May Concern, like everybody loves To Whom It May Concern. It should be like everybody's top favorite in their top 10 at least. So, and beautiful, also tear jerking. I'm passing the mic.
So profound. This is very, very hard for me too. I would probably have to say that number 3, I'm with Jess. My number 3 is Dark of Night. It is something that is
not talked about except if it's in a very violent or racy manner. And Martha just handled it so beautifully. And on top of that, everyone gave such a powerful performance and showed just how much strength the one act of forgiveness can have. So yeah, number 3 is definitely Dark of Night. Number 2.
All right, time for number 2. My number 2 is To Whom It May Concern. I mean, like Casey said, everybody
theme here.
should love. Everybody should love this episode. I mean, I didn't cry during it like other people did, but it's still so emotionally moving. Just the relationship in this one is a friendship, not a romantic relationship, and I think that sets it apart to begin with. And just the bond that Buzz and Samilla have, and just how grateful she is to him for all he's done. And I mean, it's just so touching and so beautiful. So there is number 2.
My number 2 is Signed, Sealed, Delivered for Christmas. And that letter story would be the letter story with Jordan delivering the letter that Shane had written when she was a little girl. It was very surprising. I did not see that ending coming at all. I loved the ending with Shane and Oliver, and you can feel all the emotions. You can feel like the anger from Shane, the tenseness. There was even a little, I mean, I want to say romantic tension, but there was just like the sparks are flying there. And
It was the Flint.
It was the Flint. It was. And his speech, oh my goodness, his speech. So beautiful, especially when he doesn't call himself a brother, because
We were all very quick to point that out.
Yes. And you have me. And it's like, yes, you do have you. So I love that letter story.
My number 2 is The Treasure Box. It's I told you there's a theme here. My number 2 is The Treasure Box, because number 1, when I was 16, my first boyfriend was a guy who lived 3 hours away from me, and we wrote emails back and forth, and that's how we corresponded. And so I felt a big connection with Jonathan and Catherine. And the other thing that struck me, well, among a million of things, but one thing that also struck me so much is how they truly fell in love over the course of the letters. And to have Shane and Oliver reading them out loud, it brought them together and it bonded them in a way that could not have happened any other way. And it's so beautiful listening to them go back and forth. And I remember saying this in the recap, if it wasn't done right, that scene could have been incredibly boring.
Mm-hmm.
Just 2 people sitting at a table reading letters back and forth. But it's not. It is so compelling. We are at the edge of our seats, and it's just so beautiful to hear them go from I kissed a stranger to will you marry me, and tell her to breathe. Okay, now I need it. So yeah, that's my number 2.
And number 1. Letter story.
I think we're gonna see another theme.
I think we are. And honestly, for me, I think this one, number 1 for me, is pretty interchangeable with number 2. They're very much in the same playing field. So I chose number 1 as Higher Ground. And I don't know, there's just something about the story of Hattie and Gabe that just really struck me. They just sort of developed this very natural rapport right off the bat, and just sort of have this easy friendship that turns to kind of more of a romantic relationship. And just the fact that he waits for her. Like,
so long.
how many, was it like 7 years? that he waited that long, played on those steps every Sunday morning waiting for her. I
Well,
mean,
and when they were together, Hattie never let him get away with anything. You know what I mean? She always caught him.
I think it was 12 years.
I was thinking that too.
2005 to
Yeah.
2017.
Yeah.
12 years. 12 years.
okay.
His
So it
grade
might
was
be 12 years.
2005.
Yeah.
2000.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, he waited that long for her. And if that's not true love, I don't know what is.
Ooh.
From the non-romantic people.
We just got the words true love to come. It's a Florida miracle.
It's a miracle. So my number one is actually The Impossible Dream.
Oh.
So yes, my number one letter story is Impossible Dream. It's because it had me sobbing. Like that portion of the movie. I mean, solely looking at the letters. And that's why I had such a hard time, is because I had to take everything out and think about just the letters itself. And with Phoebe and Randy Lynn, and watching Randy Lynn's journey home, and then seeing their reuniting at the airport or at the base or whatever, was just so beautiful. And you could tell it was moving for the actors as well, because I mean, even they said it, they told us.
Yeah, they told us.
Everybody was sobbing. Crystal told us that. Tammy Gillis also told us that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was just, so beautiful. So that's mine.
Cammy.
That was a consideration for my top three, was Impossible Dream. But I think anybody who has seen the episode where I recap this one is going to go, yeah. My number one is To Whom It May Concern. That story is so beautiful. And like Jess said, it's not a romantic relationship, and it could have been. They could have easily made her a little older and made her romantically attracted to Buzz, and he to her, but they didn't. And that really made it mean more.
Mm-hmm.
It really did. And that, that moment when she runs at full speed with her one red sock and runs and jumps off the stage and throws herself into Buzz's arms, and her cap falls off, and you could not have pried them apart for anything. It was the most beautiful moment. And I remember Jess saying in the recap that it was something that we are witnessing that is good, that came from war, which we do not see that very often. And I cannot keep a dry eye anytime I watch that episode. I can't. I just can't. And the F for friend over her eyes went... there are so many moments in there that just spoke to my heart and just touched my soul. And it's so compelling from the very beginning. You know, it's the second episode, which you expect to hit the ground running, but you hear very haunting music, and you see two hands, and you see a scarf floating through the air. It's just, what? And just how, the other thing is how hard Samila tried. She didn't send one letter and she was done. She went through avenue after avenue after avenue to try to find him. So yeah, To Whom It May Concern is my number one.
Yeah.
Oh, yay!
Hi, everybody. We are here to talk about one of our very favorite series in the whole world, And before we jump into that, I am Casey, and I am joined here by Cami. Say hello.
Hello, and welcome to the Hallmarkies podcast.
And Jess.
Hey, everybody.
Guys, we are going to be delivering you a podcast.
My favorite Hallmark movie actually will be the musical version starring Carol and Adam.
Yes. Is there an echo in here?
Right? Everyone has to do this when they Carol and
Jazz
Adam.
hands.
There you go.
It would be great actually if the Postables could send videos on Twitter, right? And just doing this, Carol and Adam.
We're gonna
Come on,
go. We'll start the
Casey.
chain.
Come on,
There it is.
Casey, put down the microphone and join in.
Right? Carol and Adam. Carol and Adam.
We got everyone doing it.
I remember reading the script around the table, and I mean, if you've had any of my previous interviews about Signed, Sealed, Delivered, I'm notorious for sobbing my face off at the table reading. And in fact, they have like 8 boxes of Kleenex on the table, just like, and I mean, I think even Jeff, who plays Norman, at one point as a joke put them all in front of me. So that, you know, I do get emotional. Martha's writing just does something to me in that way, but that one in particular was like, whoa.
You mentioned actors doing other movies, because Martha, whom we all keep in touch with, she's happy when, you know, we're working on other projects, but by her own admission, she's a little bit jealous because she really sees us as our characters, because the characters live in her mind constantly.
Yeah.
Because she's playing out, you know, future scenarios and scripts and choices for the characters. So she holds those roles very dear. So she always associates us only with those characters. So.
We do a little bit of that ourselves.
I don't know if she would say it outright, but it feels a little bit like our characters are cheating on our characters when we play other ones. You know, or the actor or something, you know.
Tantamount to
Anyway.
betrayal.
Exactly. We're on loan out temporarily.
Yeah, because we desperately need hope right now.
Yes.
And you know, we need to know that there's good in the world, and that, you know, because there's always yin and yang, but it's a good reminder that what we're fighting for and what we want, and you know, that there's I think at people's cores, they really want to be good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's what I really believe, and that's why I think Martha gives that hope to everybody who needs it.
Yeah.
And so you can tune out a little, like you can tune in, and you can still learn a lesson while being entertained. It never feels like you're being hit with it, if that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I can answer this 2 ways. Norman definitely ate the peppers. Jeff definitely did not. Yeah. Norman is on the verge of death. Jeff was saved by Crafty. Crafty saved the day there. A less potent pepper.
How many cousins do you really have? You?
Oh, Jeff or Norman?
Jeff. How many?
Oh, that's so hard because I have, like, my family's massive because there's 2 of them.
So more than Norman or less? On par or on par?
Yeah, I honestly, I probably have, between my mom, my dad, my stepmom, and my stepdad, I probably have 30.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a lot of family. Is it 30? That might be an exaggeration. Maybe closer to 20. Maybe 20.
Well, I have 89 first cousins on my dad's side, so that's the thing.
Well, it's not a competition, Casey. I'll have you know you had nothing to do with that.
And then the bomb hit right by them, and both of them pass out. But just that final shot of her being carried away in the chopper with F equals friend on her eyes, and that's the last time she ever saw him or heard his voice up to that point, and she didn't think that she'd ever see him again. It's just, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Okay, because we know that I'm the romantic of this group, and we know how just emotionally charged I am watching this movie, right? So, just for you guys, I have tissues. I brought a whole 4-pack here just for you.
You gonna hand that through the screen?
And I'm ready.
He's got the mop.
I've got it. Let me just get that out of the way there. All right. Welcome back, Postables. Wait.
Wow, she's already lost it. Fun fact. And Jess is gone now.
I got a second wave of it. Oh, crap.
And I didn't spit out my drink. Thank heavens.
Of all the reasons to cry during this one. Okay. I'm good.
Okay, Casey, that's gotta be a blooper. Of all reasons to cry during this one, that's gotta
It's a
be
blooper. It's a blooper.
That's gotta do it.
Okay.
It's very appropriate because Rita and Oliver are making that promise. Rita and Norman. And what did I say?
Rita and Oliver.
Okay, let me start over.
Blooper.
Blooper.
I'm posting that one.
Of course you are.
Maybe Oliver isn't as much of a gentleman as we thought. No, not like that! Oh my... You two have dirty minds!
Well, this took a turn. Not intentionally. This turned morbid. We have segued into the wrong wedding planner recap. Jessica the Fish Killer. Go back to the happy place. Go back to the happy place.
And